Do men's rights activists support Donald Trump? Is the men's rights movement a pro-MAGA movement? The short answer is no, we're not. One of the things I see in the media is that the men's rights movement is associated with the manosphere and with the alt-right and with far-right and right-wing politics. But this simply isn't true. The men's rights movement is not a right-wing nor a left-wing movement. It's not pro-Republican and it's not pro-Democrat. And in many cases, MRAs are neither Republicans nor Democrats because they're not even American at all. So myself, personally, I am not a Trump supporter and I am not a Biden supporter. And if you go through my channel, I have made videos where I both criticize and defend both Trump and Biden on particular issues. But by and large, the men's rights movement is not a partisan movement. It is neither left-wing nor right-wing. And in fact, in the MRA spaces that I've seen, it's a very mixed bag politically. Overall, I would say that MRAs would be liberal in the classical sense of supporting freedom and equality for all, which is the basis upon which the men's rights movement is built. Freedom and equality for all, which is really kind of what we want. Now, my personal views, if you ask me what I think about Donald Trump and Joe Biden, is frankly, I'm disgusted by the entire thing. Like I said, I've made videos criticizing and defending both guys, depending on the issue we're talking about. But overall, it's just very depressing to me because it really does feel like we could just do so much better. I mean, I see people have these debates about whether Trump or Biden is better. You know, which one is the better president? Who should we vote for in 2024? Who should we vote for in 2020 when that was going on? And to me, that's always felt like the wrong question. Instead of asking which one of these two is the better choice, the question we should be asking is, why are these two the choices that we're given? Why is this the choice? Are you really telling me that in America, a country of 350 million people, Donald Trump and Joe Biden is the very best that we can do? Donald Trump and Joe Biden is the very best of America? This is the pinnacle of American exceptionalism? Are these two? And I can't speak for anybody else, but I do think, based on my time talking to other MRAs, that would be a common sentiment. I think that would be echoed in most MRA spaces. That frankly, the entire political system is in need of such overhaul, and that we really could be doing so much better than we are now. But just to dispel the myth that the men's rights movement is a pro-MAGA movement, that I would very sharply disagree with. I certainly am not pro-MAGA in any way. Even in the videos where I would defend Donald Trump, I would defend Donald Trump because I think the left-wing media sometimes exaggerates and are very hyperbolic when they describe some things that Donald Trump does. That is not the same thing at all as being a, quote, Trump supporter, which I am most certainly not, and I most certainly do not want to see Trump back in the White House. I think you would see very few men's rights activists at a MAGA parade or wearing MAGA hats. Because most MRAs really come to politics with a rational mindset. And I think the overall political temperature of the men's rights movement would be moderate and pretty much centrist and almost kind of divorced from the entire thing, because we see a system where nobody really represents men's issues. Whether you look at the left or the right, you don't really see anybody standing up for men, or you don't really see anybody standing up for men's issues. You get a few here and there. A politician will say something in defense of men's rights. Phil Davies, MP from the UK, is really the only open MRA politician I can think of in the world. And that's about it. So MRAs are not a pro-MAGA movement. This is something that I see on social media and Twitter. Whenever I get into conversations about men's rights, this very often crops up, so I just thought I'd make a video about it to dispel the myth. No, men's rights activists are by and large not Trump supporters.